Hi, I see in America a wonderful, beautiful America. And I see that to include we the people of America. But I don't just see a beautiful America, I see a beautiful world wherever people live. And I see the people living a satisfied life. I see that because we the people decided that the systems of the world that we live under just have not provided satisfaction to all of us. Some of us, yes, but not all of us. And we ourselves think that at any given point in time, we might be the ones representing that which is left out. So we better protect ourselves before we get to that dangerous situation that others have had to go through. We apologize for that, but our intent is to fix it now. And what that means, basically, ladies and gentlemen of the world, is that as we look at the earth and how fantastic it is, and when we look at the resources and all the resources that have been discovered on this earth, that was provided by the giver of this earth, that we have access to, it's all free to be used, that is, as it is used, and however we choose to use it. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, all of us on this earth, and every last one of us on this earth benefit from this earth. It is perhaps the gravitational pull that keeps us stuck here, maybe. But we breathe the air that gives us oxygen and so many other things that happens naturally. Allows the body to function as it does. All of this designed and works perfectly. But then there's a role that we have to play. A role which we can learn and should have learned and hopefully have learned just how to operate in such a way that is harmonious and will produce the greatest of life's desires. So how does that happen? Every person that takes from this earth, which is every last one of us, participate in giving back to this earth. And what do we do? What do we give back? We give back that which represents our greatest love. Out of all the things that are created, we have the choice, or that which has not been created but is in your imagination. You have the choice. And when you find and recognize that which you love and engage yourself in the process, that means every last one of us. What does that say about us? That says that we are workers. That says that we're probably some of the most important people on the face of the earth, because without us, nothing is done. No food, no clothing, no health care, no education, no infrastructure, no nothing without us. So every last one of us, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I must have got carried away. Every last one of us are workers. Workers. And every job is important. Every job is important. And no job is more important than any other job. Your baby finger is just as important as your thumb. Your baby toe is just as important as your big toe. And your head wants two eyes instead of one. In other words, what it's been given, that is what it's supposed to use. And so we as the human race have been given one another to engage ourselves in satisfying ourselves with our engaging in the process, to cause a manifestation thereof in such an abundance. And you know what that makes us? That makes us not just workers, but it makes us part owners in everything that we exist. Now, what you own, you don't buy. You don't have to. And if everything that exists by the hands of we the human beings, then all things belongs to the human beings. So those are the struggles and hassles that we've experienced our entire lives will dissipate. And there will not, according to these evidences being relieved, be any reasons for lying and cheating and stealing, for causing crime and violence, for causing hatred and racism and bigotry, and all that other kind of stuff. There will be no need. because we, the people, will be working one with our Creator, and that satisfies everything. So I say that, and I want you to understand that one of the tricks of the trade is this, using the United States as an example. We got political parties. One major party we call Democrats, one major party we call Republicans. And their views are different, considering everything that the Democrats need or want, the Republicans need or want. But how to achieve it is difficult as far as that discussion goes. And neither discussion is carried forward to see what actually works. And it seems as if it was designed that way just to keep it from working. And so to say that any of them can work, you ask for the evidence, and there probably is none. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, all I want to say is this. You're either for a satisfied life or you're not. There's no in between. You know, in politics, you might say, well, I can't have my way all the way when it comes down to, let's say, heaven. Just use that for an example. And the other side say, well, I can't have all my way according to hell. Let's just use that for an example. And so what you call yourself doing is compromising a little and get a little, compromising a little and get a little, and think that is makes you something. That doesn't make you anything but the mother of hell. That's all you're doing, an incubation period for hell to break loose. There is no if for that. Either it's good for people to have peace and prosperity and freedom and that stuff that gives a satisfied life, or it is not. And if it is, and you know it is, think it is, then show it. Give us the evidence. And if you think it's not, do the same. And just be real. And if there's a power superior to us, let it take control and do what it does, that which we cannot do. So I think, having said that, I'll leave it for now. But if I were going to say with some lasting words, it would be that all of us are part of the mess up. None of us are a part of a fix up, because there is no fix up happening. And we are all guilty. Reason is we don't know any better. We do not know any better. That is why I have been given the mission that I have been given. Maybe others as well, but I can only speak for this one. And my mission is to share with you what you don't know. And that's how to be satisfied in this life. Entitled. As spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, I've been doing it for quite some time, so it's not new to me. And the things that I have gone through is to qualify me. And I have no problem recognizing that no one is to be angry at you because someone lied to you and you accept the lie. You didn't intend to accept a lie. You trusted and you were abused. So you have to be forgiven for being ignorant and shown the way. And get a blessing for all that pain and stuff you had to go through because of the lie you were told and the lie you followed. So we who speaks for beauty of the world, beauty of life, knows that everybody needs to be forgiven. I don't care what you've done. You need to be forgiven. But in order for you to be forgiven satisfactorily across the board, is that we have engaged ourselves in a process to know that what you have done and what perhaps led you to do these things have been dealt with. And they won't be doing it again because we fixed that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave with that. Until next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.